Have you ever wondered what would happen to your business if you were as productive as Alex Ramosi or Elon Musk? Then I want to show you my productivity routine that helped me go from 0 to 100K per month and stay proactive every single day to complete all of my tasks. And just to be clear, if you're expecting some crazy millionaire style routine, then this is not the right video for you. Because after watching a ton of lifestyle videos, you would think that running a business is all about traveling and lifestyle. But it's actually more complex than when you have a full-time job. Now, I'll be 100% transparent with you in this video, and I'll showcase to you exactly how I've been able to accumulate more than $1.2 million over the past 5 years whilst running my own businesses. And I did that all by simply following this exact schedule that I'm going to be sharing with you. Now, I want to clear some misconceptions here because most of you probably think that millionaires have this magic pill they take in order for them to be able to grind the entire day. But in reality, it's actually the complete opposite, because here's the thing. If you do a full morning routine, you do cold showers, you go for a walk, you listen to podcasts, you go to the gym, you meditate, you read books, this actually means that you will be losing a lot of potential work hours that you can put in. So think about this. If you're not productive enough to do the things on time, then what makes you think that following some magic routine will suddenly change everything for you? So adding more things on your daily to-do list will only give you more things to do, which will eventually give you more focus on the things that will actually move you forward, which is doing the work. And if you haven't scaled your agency to 5 figures or 10K per month, then doing this will ruin your client acquisition, which is the most important thing in order for you to get to 10K per month. And so for that reason, you need to ensure that your time is spent well. You need to have a daily schedule that helps you fulfill your goals, whatever they are. And when you have this, everything in business will become a lot easier. Now, in my case, instead of wasting time on all these fancy morning routines, what I actually do is when I wake up, I brush my teeth, I go to the toilet, make some coffee, and I go to my desk and I start to work. Now, did you notice something in specific with what I said there? I don't waste time on things that don't matter. Instead of doing all these fancy rituals and crazy routines and whatever, I simply just try to do the things that are necessary to save as much time as possible, and the things that actually move my business forward the quickest way possible are exactly the things that I want to do in the first thing after I wake up. And here's the reason why. When you wake up, your mind is the most clear. So instead of you creating something I call decision fatigue, which means you go to the gym and you need to think, which weight am I going to choose? Where am I going to sit? Oh, there are other people. Where do I need to stand? Oh, I need to ask for a spot. You don't need to do this. You just simply make 3 decisions before you sit at your desk, which means that if you lower the decisions that you need to make before you get on the desk, guess what clarity you're going to have in making the good decisions for your business and your productivity. Now, you might be wondering what my schedule for work looks like. So I try to get as much possible throughout the day. The first thing I do is I go ahead and make videos like these or other videos for my clients. Because in the morning, I personally have the most energy. So I go ahead and I make these videos like I'm doing now for you as well to give you value. Or I go ahead and I make videos for my clients or for my team. If I need to explain anything to them, I go ahead and do that so they have full clarity in what they need to do, which will then also get me better results because I'm helping them. Now, it's actually really, really important that you know what you need to do depending on what stage you are at. So for me, when I was going from 0 to 10K per month, the main thing that I did was not making videos like these. What I actually was doing is client acquisition. I was going to LinkedIn, reaching out to clients. I was going to Instagram, reaching out to clients. I was trying to put as much time and effort in getting the clients. Once I got the clients, my focus started being divided on doing the outreach to get more clients and helping the clients get better results, because I knew that that's what it's all about. It's not about how many clients you can get, it's about how many clients you can keep. And so what I did is I started my day with sales, always doing my outreach. That's like my thing that I do in the morning. So I get that out of the way. Once I've done that, I go ahead and I do the client results. So that was doing Facebook ads for the clients, managing the ads, looking at the campaigns, means looking if the cost per lead is good, if the CPM is good, looking if they are booking calls, looking if they're getting clients in the CRM. And that's exactly the moment where I had my interview with Iman Gachi and I showcased how I was doing everything myself, but I reached 12K per month with real estate agents. And at that time, I wanted to go from 12K to 100K, which is something that I've done up to this day. And the way that my workday looks now is I'm not doing the sales and I'm not doing the marketing. But what happened is I gave the marketing to someone who can do my ads. Now that person was then communicating with the clients and doing the ads, whilst I was still on sales and doing the outreach up until I actually found people that could do that for me. So then the sales part also was outsourced. And then the only thing I had to do was communicate with the person doing the ads, communicate with the person doing the sales, making sure that they are good to go, that they are getting results, and that we can actually grow our business without me having to be there. So what I do now is I check if everything is good to go on the agency side of things, because it's so important to know that my team is getting my agency clients results. And what I then do is on the other side, I now have a coaching business where I make videos to inspire other people, help other people, and coach them as well. So I go through their sales calls, I go through their ads, I give them feedback on it, I help them as good as I can. And then once I've done that and I've coached all of the students that are in my program, I pretty much go ahead and communicate with my team, because team communication is so important, but it's actually something that can also be a distraction if you start with it immediately when you sit behind your desk at the first thing that you do when you wake up. You see, we don't want to go into this communication flow type of thing when we start the day. We want to be in our focused way of doing things. And what I mean with that is that we don't want to put ourselves in a position the first thing in the day where we actually need to be responsive towards other people, but we want to be active. So what that means is we want to do things that are the hardest and the things that actually ask us to be active and proactive in doing the specific things. Like, for example, doing the ads, or like doing the outreach if you're below 10K per month. And if you're trying to get to 100K per month, that means communicating with your team. And if you're above 10K per month, that actually means checking the results of your team, but not communicating with them. In my case, coaching the students to make sure that they get results, and then communicating with our team members to make sure that they actually did the results. So if you're currently earning less than 10K per month, your full focus should be going on client acquisition and on outreach. Because if you actually want the authority in your space and to scale your own business, your focus needs to go to client acquisition so you can build up a good monthly recurring revenue. So instead of you trying to find this magic pill, you need to understand that there is no magic pill and that you need to actually eat the frog, meaning do the thing that's hardest and that you need to do first thing first in the day, and that is outreach if you're doing less than 10K per month. Failures and stress are just a part of your natural progress that you need to have as an entrepreneur. So don't go complaining, because the only person that is complaining is the person that doesn't do the work. And if that person doesn't do the work, guess what his results will be? That's right, no results. So ask yourself, do you want to be the person complaining and getting no results? Or do you want to be the person that just grinds it out on client acquisition, gets the clients and gets the results and the goals and achieves everything that he wants to achieve? Now, once I finish up all my tasks, which is, like I said, checking if the team got the results, but not communicating with them, making videos like these to provide value to you or my clients, coaching the clients and helping them as good as I can, and then communicating with my team to make sure that they're good to go on everything that they're doing for the clients, then my favorite thing of the day actually comes about, and that is learning and doing research about new trends in the market or about new things that I can share with my clients or with people that watch me. So what I do on a daily basis is I either read books, and I'm currently reading the book called Breakthrough Advertising. It's a book that costs almost $400 on Amazon, believe it or not, but it's so good in terms of marketing. I would recommend it to anyone to read it because it will blow your mind on the value that this person has put in that book. It's one of the best marketing books if you want to learn more about marketing. So I read books, I take courses, I learn from my mentors, I watch valuable videos where I can learn a lot, just like you're watching this and hopefully getting the value of this as well. So with that information, I try to take in the right information so I can help you better in these videos, so I can help my clients with better strategies, because I actually want to help you guys out. I want to give you everything needed in order for you to actually be able to make the steps and create full clarity on how you can actually achieve your goals. Now, there's this famous quote of Henry Ford that goes, anyone who stops learning is old, whether they're 20 or whether they're 80. So to stay creative, I do market research, I look at trends, because I want to make sure that I'm always aware of the newest trends that are happening in the market right now. Now, if you haven't made your first $1 million yet, like I have, and you're not learning something new every single single day, then this will actually decrease your chances completely of you being able to become a millionaire. So I finish my day off with research, and I finish my day off with getting information, valuable information. So I am always one step ahead of the market. Now, you might be wondering what tools I use to increase my productivity and actually get my tasks done. So I'll help you out with some of them so you can actually start implementing them yourself as well. First of all, I've seen a lot of people use Messenger, WhatsApp, Notion, all of these additional like channels and softwares that they are using to communicate, whilst I just use one communication platform with my team, and that is Slack. Like honestly, all my communication with my team members is on Slack. So if anyone needs to contact me, it's pretty much on Slack, and they cannot contact me on any other platform. Because if you're active on all of these other platforms, people will try to contact you on those different places. Well, you need to have focus on one thing. So if I want to turn off Slack, I turn off Slack, and my team members are not able to get in touch with me. For my personal things, I use WhatsApp, and I have WhatsApp Business even for my family members, and that's the only number that my family members have. So no one else can reach me unless it's actually a family member or a good friend that wants to reach me. Now, in terms of planning, you don't need to have a shit ton of tools. Only thing I use to this day is my Google Calendar. And one additional thing that I also use is something I call the battle plan. And this is a plan where I pretty much list out all of my to-dos, but on top of that, I also list it out on a notepad every single day. And I do this actually the day before in the evening, so I know exactly what needs to be done the day after. So I don't wake up in the morning not knowing what I need to do when I sit behind my desk. So do you see what I'm saying here? You pretty much already plan your next day on the day itself. That way you don't lose any time or any brain power on decision making when you wake up to think what you need to do. Now, here's a bonus tip that I do to make sure that you do all of your tasks as efficiently as possible. And you need to create 3 lists. Number 1 is a do it list. Number 2 is a delegated list. And number 3 is a list. Now you distribute all your tasks that are really important that you need to do first things first on your do it list. On your delegated list, you note down all the things that need to be delegated to other people so you don't have to do it. And the F it list is pretty much one that you put things in that can be delayed and that are actually not that important, but that are still lingering in your mind that probably would need to be done eventually, but are not as important as these ones on the first one and the second ones. Using this simple framework has gotten me to 1.2 million plus earned from my businesses in the past 5 years. And you can pretty much stay productive with it and complete tasks so efficiently. If you simply do it every single day and follow it rigorously, you will be able to make easy steps towards achieving $1 million in your bank account. So now that you've stuck until the end of this video, I want to give you a gift. If you're an agency owner that is looking to scale his or her own business, I've gone ahead and created a video that is pretty much a free course where I go on about all of these things that I've actually also mentioned on this video, but I go more in depth also on the specific things that you need to do with your agency in order for you to be able to scale it efficiently, like how you can actually delegate it to team members, like what you need to do on your to-do list and how you actually need to implement it. So I would definitely recommend to watch it by clicking the link down below in the description and getting that value to yourself as well to scale with your agency to the next level.